Offended? Are you offended? Okay,
Can you
good.
apologize to me?
No.
I'm offended.
Of what?
By what you said.
Okay, I will repeat what I said, and you repeat what I said, and then we'll discuss it, yes? Okay?
That wasn't why we are here.
One second.
Why did you bring
Let's
me?
talk about
here
this.
for
Let's
a
talk
reason.
about this.
Hold on.
And I'm here, you think I'm here playing games? You're supposed to be in church, by the way, today.
Listen.
By the way, I'm here on Friday.
The reason-
All Muslims were in
Come on,
mosques.
Can I say something?
Yeah, say.
The reason why I'm here
Yeah,
is
yeah.
because I asked this brother, we're having a very nice discussion over there, right? Very respectful. And I asked him, why was the Quran sent down when we already have the Torah and the Injil? And he said,
You didn't say the Torah and G, you didn't say all that.
okay, what did I say?
How
Go
this
on, go on.
conversation?
At least you say I'm lying. So say
When
what
you're
I
ready.
said.
Then you asked me why was the all the other things were corrupted. That's why it came.
Exactly.
But you never said Torah and G, you never said all those other things.
Fine, but all the previous book corrupted. Which are the previous books? Not the Torah and the Injil. So what's the lie here?
Okay.
I am asking, why?
Can we repeat about worshipping God from Arabia? So we talk about this?
That's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
necessary.
Do you know why it's necessary? Because many people think actually God from Arabia, and and not just you.
Okay.
Many non-Muslims, they've been
We can
imposed.
go 10 minutes on that.
Yeah,
if you want.
many non-Muslims.
somebody
Many
can so
non-Muslims.
that we
I will
have
tell you
to
something.
discuss.
Many non-Muslims, especially people from Africa, that the idea to say why we worship God from the Arabia. No, let's worship Jesus, the white man. That's the one who we worship. That's the thing which was imposed on the people there. So here I will say to you, we don't worship a God from Arabia. We worship the God which God has told us in the Quran is the same God of Noah, the same God of Abraham, the same God of Moses, the same God of Jesus, the same God of Muhammad. Peace be upon all of them. That God whom he has sent them to the humanity to guide them to the path. He is, and by the way, name Allah is the same name that Jesus used because Jesus spoke Aramaic, yes? Speak Aramaic and as well Hebrew, never spoke English, yeah? So Jesus, when he was saying and speaking in Aramaic, the Aramaic term for Allah, Allahu. Allahu. I will just say, I'm just giving, yeah, that's fine. So Allahu. Listen, come to this. I will stop. Just tell me when you want to stop. Listen. Tell me what do you want me to stop and I will stop. Yeah?
Yeah, you've spoken for
Yeah.
about 5 minutes. Can I
No,
also say
you can speak. Do you understand my point?
I got what you
So the Allahu is the same, which is the term that used Elohim in Hebrew, Allah in Arabic. So it's not an Arabian God. Do you understand? Now is your comment to say.
You said, I'm from Africa. You are surprised that we from Africa worship a white man.
Yes.
And I said, you Muslims colonize many countries and you impose Islam and a God from Arabia on those countries that you went. Allah was not known in Africa. It was known only in Arabia because Arabic language, right? The Jews never mentioned Allah in all their books. The best you can get close to is Elaha, which is not the same anyway. So the name Allah is not known by any of the previous prophets. It's a new name, and according to the Torah, we don't need to follow a God that is not known by our forefathers. Now, for you to say we Africans worship a white man, it shows you are ignorant. Why I'm saying you are ignorant, respectfully, is because Jesus is not from Europe. He's from Israel. They are not white people. The fact that some idiots make a picture of a white man and they bow to is against the Bible. So you don't call them Christians and you don't impose that on me. You don't know me from anywhere and you say I'm worshiping a white man. That's where I said I was offended and I need you to apologize.
Okay. Did you finish?
Yes.
Okay. Now here that's another problem because here you don't either you don't know the terms Allahu in Aramaic. Did you speak Aramaic? You will say yes. The language in Aramaic, Allahu, it is used term for God. They say Allahu in Aramaic language. You understand? So that's for you to search and to find out, to know that term was used. As well, you said Elohim, the same thing, means my God. Yeah, by the way, Elohim, which is again talking about God. So that term is not a new term being imposed. As well, you mentioned about Muslims. Now, does Muslim now colonizing any nation? For example, where are you from, brother? Somalia. Did you choose to be Muslim, or someone putting a gun on your head to become a Muslim? So why you are Muslim, my brother? Is it by conviction? Because you accept Islam, because you know Islam. Even though you are here in the UK, you are able to choose your faith, but yet you choose to be Muslim. Am I right? So they are not being colonized. They accepted the faith willingly. So that's the duty of us as Muslims. So it's not an Arabian thing. Islam accommodates everyone. When you go to the mosques, we don't have mosques for black and mosques for white. We have mosques for everyone. Everyone, black, white, Chinese, all of us, we stand in one row. You know who's the Imam? Is the one who knows mostly the Quran. And most of the Imams in the UK, do you know where they are from? From his country, Somalis. Why? Because the most one, mashallah, this is the most country that has the most population of the people who memorize the Quran from the cover to cover. That's how it is in Islam. Islam honors people based on the knowledge. Do you understand? Hopefully that answer.
Now, before I go further, what is the meaning of Ilah?
God.
God, yeah.
And what is the meaning of Allah?
The one God.
Okay. So when we say God in Hebrew, like you say, it's Elohim,
Yes.
because that's the name for God in the Hebrew.
Yes.
Ilaha, like you try to allude, as if
No,
it's
no,
the
Allah,
same.
Allah, Elohim. I said Elohim is
In
my God.
Aramaic. Ilaha.
Yeah.
That one is not Allah. It's not the same. But I get what you're saying. Ilah, in English, like God, in Arabic is Ilah. But the name Allah is not just God. It's the name of the God you said.
No, means the
Because-
one God.
hold on.
Means the one God, yeah.
Every God has a name. Word God is nothing. It's generic. If you say that God, you said nothing. It's
Okay.
just babble. A name of a God. The Jews know the name of their God. It's not Allah. The name in the Old Testament is written in caps, Lord, capitals. But in the Hebrew language,
There is no capital.
no. The Lord capitals shows
There is no
the name.
capitals in Hebrew language.
No, I'm saying in the translation, I'm sorry, you are right. In the translation, they put caps, in Lord in caps. If you go to the
There is no caps in
actual
Hebrew
word,
language.
the actual word is Yod He Vav He. Is the word letters. That is the name of the God they serve. So the word Elohim is generic. If you say the God, the God, the God, it doesn't even make sense. Okay, I worship the God. It can be a God of a tree, a God of a sea, the God of, it doesn't make sense. So Ilah and Allah in itself is a contradiction. Unless you say it is a proper name for your God. That's why I'm saying the Jews never knew any God known as Allah.
Now the question is to you. Did Jesus knew the name?
Which name?
The name of God?
Yes.
Okay. If you go, by the way, and read, by the way, some Syrianic, actually, Bibles, which they try to bring it, they use Allahu for you to know. It's for you to know. Which means Jesus has used that term, that Aramaic name, which Jesus didn't speak your language. Jesus speaks, or he spoke Aramaic, and he spoke Hebrew. So, and the New Testament is actually should be written in Aramaic, which is, there is no copy, a single copy of this in Aramaic language whatsoever. The Old Testament, thanks to the Jews, by the way, not for you, not for the Christian, that they have preserved the kind of the preservation of the Old Testament in Hebrew language. But the New Testament, it was later on preserved in Old Greek language, which is the first patch that they found is nearly 100 and something years after Jesus. It's one patch or two patches. And then later on they tried to compile it in a Greek language. The irony is, Jesus never speak Greek at all in his life. Never communicate to no one with the Greek. No one speak Greek. I don't know where the heck Greek came from.
Okay.
That's firstly. Now adding to this, so let's use the term which is used in Greek language. What language? What the Greek has used for God. You see, this is the problem. So that's why we were talking about the unique term of Allah, in Arabic, and as well in Old Aramaic language, that means the one God. That's what it means. That is why the Christian, for you to know, that's the fallacy you don't know. The Christian in my country, which we have some Christian who are Arabs, and they use they have even Orthodox Christian, they use the term Allah. How we use it? They will use it exactly the term Allah as I'm saying it. So it's not imposed on them. They choose to do it.
Who's timing?